Hi, and welcome back to Stir. This week we are talking about lust and pride. Now, these are very strong words, and ones which most of us would avoid using when describing ourselves. The problem is, these are actually prevalent attitudes that many of us deal with on a regular basis. But human nature is such that we have become very skilled at justifying and deceiving ourselves. Let's pop over to Genesis 3 and read a little bit about Eve's encounter with Satan. Now the serpent was more cunning than any beast of the field which the Lord God had made. And he said to the woman, Has God indeed said, You shall not eat of every tree of the garden? And the woman said to the serpent, We may eat the fruit of the trees of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, God has said, You shall not eat it, nor shall you touch it, lest you die. Then the serpent said to the woman, You will not surely die, for God knows that in the day you eat of it, your eyes will be opened, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil. So when the woman saw the tree was good for food, that it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree desirable to make one wise, she took of its fruit and ate. She also gave to her husband with her, and he ate. On one level, this account seems almost fantastical. We've got the talking snake and the supernatural fruit. But on another level, when we understand what's really happening here, this reads like a very common scenario. So let's take a look at what's happening with Eve. She looks at the tree and the fruit, and she allows her desire to grow. And so she begins reasoning with herself. She says, Well, look at this tree and this fruit. It's beautiful. Clearly, it's good for food. And of course I want to be wise. Wouldn't God even want me to be wise? So ultimately, she convinces herself that this is the right call, and she eats of the fruit. Is this starting to sound familiar? It feels very familiar to me. Let's take a look really quick at Jeremiah 17:9. The heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it? I think this speaks to our ability to allow a wrong desire to grow in our heart, and then we make it seem right and good in our own eyes, despite all evidence and all information to the contrary. In the video that we're going to release later this week, I'm going to share a story, a personal story from my life that demonstrates how easy it can be to lust after things that we think we want, that we think are good for us, and how pride can make us feel that we are the ones who know what's best for us. Stay tuned.